Hey guys, Larissa at Prodigal Pieces here. I'm at a balmy 12 degrees here, so yeah, it might be a little cold, but man, the sun's out, it's beautiful. But you definitely wouldn't guess I'm at the beach the way I'm squinting at you. Anyway, I'm here with a fun makeover. Take this antique vanity. It's actually a vanity that I found at the thrift store. I think they had $10 on it, and I had a 35% off coupon, so you do the math on that one, but a steal. Anyway, this poor old beauty just needs some loving, and I'm here to show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to begin with some sanding to see if I can save this top. And then we'll go from there to see what I can do. But let's take a peek at what's under this mess here. Okay, I think we've got good news. We're good to go with finishing the top here and staining it. I've got some fun things planned. I've got some work ahead of me. This has got a lot of wear to it, but with some wood filler and some different things I'll show you in a bit, I think we're good to go. I'm going to take it inside. You know, it's no problem to work out in temperatures like this, but you got to let your wood acclimate. So I'm going to take this inside, let it acclimate to my house and the environment in there, and then I'll show you the next steps. Okay, the sanding part's done and we're ready for the next step. I wiped down the top here with just a damp rag. That opens up the grain to accept it for stain. I'm letting that dry, and while that's drying, I'm just going to take some vinegar and a rag here and wipe down the rest and get it ready. If you can see over there, I found a chair at the thrift store that has the same style leg. It's not necessarily the same era, but it'll go together. You'll see how it all come together. But I'm going to be changing out the hardware because this isn't original either. It looks to be updated and not quite suiting what I'm going for. And then I'll show you what's next. Okay, we're ready to stain. I'm using a gel stain, and that should give me a nice color because I'm planning on leaving the feet natural the way they are currently, let them stand out. You'll see why when I'm done. But to use the stain, I'm using my Zebra 2-inch angled brush. I love these brushes, so much so that I sell 7 styles in my shop, and I can't tell you enough good about them. If you look at my blog, you can see how I've used them, and you can read the ratings there too. But here we go, applying the stain. I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit and then wipe it off. I just finished up the top, adding a poly top coat, and while that's curing, I'm going to work on the base here. With the top coat on top, I used my stubby brush. And this is the same brush I'm using for the paint, which is also a linen-y type color. And I have all the details on the blog of what I'm using over at prodigalpieces.com, so step on over to see what I've got for you there. But anyway, I'm going to be just doing a couple coats of this white because I kind of want an aged look. But if you notice, I touched up the legs here with the stain as well. So those will be stained dark, the back legs will be light. And I also forgot to mention that I found casters in my stash. This was sitting on the ground pretty much in somebody's basement, so got some damage to it, but I found 8 casters in my stash. Always pays to have a stash. Here we go, gonna have some white paint fun time. To say, as I'm working my way towards the front here, if you noticed, I replaced the pulls. These are off another antique desk that I had, and they have a neat embossed design. I'm leaving them on because I'm going to be painting them white as well. You'll see what I do at the end, but that's what that's all about. And I also wanted to say too, when you're using a light color paint, or actually any paint, you want to check for bleed through. What that would mean is if you're using mahogany or cherry, or painting over a mahogany or cherry stain, it might bleed through your paint. This one I'm not worried about because I've been around the block a few times, but always want to check for that. Almost there. What I wanted to make note of, sometimes the drawers have these stops here. If you're ever missing those, you can use different things like thumbtacks, even heavy duty staples. They can replace those just as easy, so you don't have to have the exact same thing. But I'm going to finish up here, and then I will be working on the chair, and we'll go over that, and then be adding the final touches, and we'll show you what we've got. Yay! Okay, the dressing table turned desk now is curing. I will be putting a few more coats of poly on the top and a second coat of white, then painting and lining the drawers, so I'll show you that at the end. Now it's time for the chair. Like I said, I mentioned this isn't a set, this is my misfit set, but we'll make it look good, right? I'll be using my round zebra brush this time because this thing does wonders on spindles. If you have, I don't want to say hate, but a sheer dislike of painting chair spindles and the like, this thing saves the day. I will say I do love sprayers though when it's like a set. That makes it even better, but man, just to have something like this on hand is wonderful. So I'm going to be doing the same thing as I am doing for the dressing table desk over there. Painting it one coat and then letting it cure and giving it another. As far as the top, got the poly top coat, but the rest will be getting a wax. I'll show you the end result. I'm not going to go over that much, but as far as the seat goes, I have all sorts of tutorials on the blog when I've done upholstery where I've rebuilt chairs and springs, rocking chairs, benches, stools, so I will send you over there if you're interested to learn how to cover a chair. It's pretty simple, pretty easy, really. Just undo it, follow how you undid it, and put it back together with new. All right, I'm going to keep going here and finish this up and show you how it looks, and I bet the person that donated this would be surprised. So the desk is done, which is actually a dressing table that I found without a mirror and without normally it would have had like a bench seat, maybe with some caning in the middle, but I found a chair to pair up with it to make it a nice set. While I don't typically keep these things, they do head to my shop. So if it's still available, you can head on over there. Also, you can get the 7 styles of paintbrushes in my shop as well. I do a giveaway on my blog pretty much monthly, and there's one going on now if you're seeing this within a few days of it going live. But yeah, stop on over to the blog, but I hope you enjoyed what I did here with this really cast off piece. It was in sad shape and it was such a beauty, I'm sure, at one time. But I have fun sharing. I hope you learned something. I'm curious, would you have done white with the dark stained? I am not an all white girl all the time. You can see on my blog, in my project gallery, all the different pieces I do. It's fair game. I love to change it up all the time. But anyway, I hope you had fun. Come on over to prodigalpieces.com. Feel free to email me. I would love to hear down below. Give me your comment. Tell me what you think, or subscribe to my channel. I have all sorts of things planned coming up for you here in the future, but I can't wait to show you what's up next. Bye.